Hello everybody, welcome to OmarGani MES College Remote Learning Hub. I am Mohammed Khurshed Alam Head, Department of English. Today I will discuss how we can write an effective paragraph. This is part of our writing process. This lesson is intended for the students of SSC first and second year. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to write effective paragraphs, and this is our objectives. Introduction. Good writing takes time. Time for thinking, time for making changes, time for polishing details. To be as good as it can be, a piece of writing should go through a number of stages before it is finished. Here is some important stages of writing process. If you follow these steps, you can achieve some good skills for writing. There are four stages in writing process. They are gathering ideas, planning, writing and rewriting, preparing the final copy. A common question asked by every student is that what is a paragraph? A paragraph is a group of sentences about the same topics. A paragraph usually has 3 and to 15 sentences. Only one idea should be discussed per paragraph. To write well-developed, clear paragraph, remember the followings. Number 1. Have something to say. Number 2. Write about one thing and tell the reader what that is. Explain and support your statements with details. Put the sentences in a logical order and connect your ideas clearly. Here is an example of a paragraph in which we illustrated different parts of a paragraph by color coding. If you read the paragraph carefully and follow the step-by-step development, you will be able to understand how a standard paragraph can be composed. Now let us discuss the parts of a paragraph. A paragraph regularly has three parts. Part 1, the topic sentence. It is usually the first sentence in a paragraph. Second, supporting sentences, and they support the information of the topic sentence. It includes specific details. Third, conclusion. It reminds what the topic sentence was about and what is the topic about. Let us now discuss topic sentence. A topic sentence tells what the main idea of a paragraph will be. We will call this topic or the subject of the paragraph. A topic sentence tells what the author is going to say about the subject. We will call this controlling idea of the paragraph. Is an example of topic sentence. The invention of the light bulb changed the world in many ways. You can reverse the two. The world was changed in many ways by the invention of the light bulb. The invention of the light bulb is the topic of the sentence, and the change the world in many ways is the controlling idea. Topics or subjects can be fairly broad. The controlling idea will limit the subject. Examples of topics could be daisies, space travel, Christmas, tooth decay, and pride. We will show in the next slide how these topics, broad topics, will be limited by the controlling idea. The controlling idea limits the subject. It tells what the author intends to say about the subject. Examples of the controlling ideas are given here. For example, in the subject or topics of daisies, we have taken can be grown easily by following these steps. Here, these steps are the limited by the controlling the subject. Another one is a space travel. We can say a space travels increased during the Cold War. Here space travels is limited by this fragment. Another sentence we can say that Christmas is my favorite holiday for several reasons. So this the extension of Christmas is limited to this sentence. Another one is the tooth decay. For example, we can say tooth decay is caused by three things. So this is the tooth decay is limited into the three things. Another one is the pride. Many try takes many forms. So these forms limited the pride. Every paragraph needs supporting details to elaborate on the topic sentence. This is the second part of a paragraph, and these supporting details may range from facts, example, or instances. We have provided a list of supporting details. There are six types of supporting details. They are sensory, emotional impact, statistics, and facts and incidents and quotations. We have given a number of examples in this slide. There are several ways to arrange details in a paragraph. Topic sentence will often make clear that what kind of organization to use. For example, time order, space order, and the order of importance. So the first order is the time order. How we use time order? We use time order to tell stories and incidents, to give a history or series of events, and to give a step-by-step direction. How should we use it? We use it to start a conversation at the beginning and tell the events in order which they happened. The second one is a space order. We use a space order to describe people, places, and things. How we use it? We use it like that we decide on the best space order for the subject, top to bottom, front to back, clockwise, or other. Once you start a pattern, use it for all the object in the space. The third one is the order of importance. We use it to describe, to impress, to persuade. We use it to start with the least important details and lead up to the most important and impressive one. Here are some other paragraph patterns. Number one, definition. Definition type pattern is used to make clear the meaning of a word, to explore exactly what a thing is, or to give a new original meaning of the word. It is used in the topic sentence. A basic definition. The following sentences should explain difficult parts of the definition, give examples, and contrast and being defined with other things. The second one is the contrast and comparison. It is used to show how two people, places, or things are alike and different in order to describe either one fully. It is used in the topic sentence to make clear how you are comparing the two things. Do not try to compare the dissimilar things. The third one is the classification type. Classification is used to describe, to explain, to prove. It is used in the topic sentence to clearly break the subject up into parts, and it in the following sentence has discuss each part separately and in details, showing how the part relates to the main subject and how it is different from the other aspects of the subject. The last one is the cause and effect. Cause and effect is used to explain why something happens or what result from something else. It is used in the topic sentence to state the effect whose cause or causes the paragraph will explore, or state an event or idea whose result the paragraph will explore. There are three characteristics for writing an effective paragraph. The first characteristic of an effective paragraph is unity. Unity simply means that all of the sentences in the paragraph are related to the topic sentence. The whole paragraph should begin and end with one focus only. The second characteristic of an effective paragraph is adequate development. The topic sentence in the paragraph should be elaborated on using concrete evidence, different examples, relevant facts, and specific details. The third characteristic of an effective paragraph is coherence. This means that the sentences are arranged in a logical manner and making them easily understood by the reader. Coherence is achieved when ideas flow smoothly within the paragraph. Your paragraph can become more coherent through the use of logical order and signal devices. Now, how can we achieve coherence in a paragraph? To achieve coherence in a paragraph, we have to use one or more of these signals or markers. They are: repeat keywords or phrases, create parallel structures, be consistent in point of views, verb, tense, and number, use transition words or phrases between sentences and between paragraphs. These are all important phenomena of a powerful composition. Transition words are very important for writing effective paragraphs. Here are some of the most useful transition words, and we will see what kind of purpose they serve. To show addition, we use again and also, besides, equally, important, fast, second, further, furthermore, in addition, in the first place, moreover, next to. To give examples, we use, for example, for instance, in fact, specifically, that is, to illustrate. To compare, we use also, in the same manner, likewise, similarly. To summarize or conclude, we use all in all, in conclusion, in other words, in short, in summary, on the whole, that is, therefore, to sum. To indicate logical relationship, we use accordingly, as a result, because, consequently, for this reason, hence, if, otherwise, since, so, then, therefore. To contrast, although, and yet, at the same time, but, despite, even though, however, in contrast, in spite of, nevertheless, on the contrary, on the other hand, still, though. Here are some signal devices that we can use in elaborating our paragraph. Number one, repetitions. Repetitions of main ideas keep continuity and highlight important ideas. Number two, synonyms. These are words similar in meaning to important words or phrases that prevent tedious repetition. Number three, pronouns. Pronouns are words that connect readers to the original word that the pronouns replace. Number four, parallelism. Parallelism use similar sentence structures. Effective conclusion is important for an effective paragraph writing. The last sentence of a paragraph should mark the end of your thought on the topic. A quick summary, if it has a clear turn, often makes a strong ending sentence. Here is an example of how three different persons end a paragraph on a paragraph called a boring morning class. For example, in example number 1, we see how the student presents the problem of getting a boring 8 o'clock class. In example 2, we see how sometimes a topic has a natural end. The last detail completes the picture while reminding the reader of the main idea of the paragraph. In example 3, the student used another method to come to a conclusion, to decide what all the details in the paragraphs really mean. He responded to a boring class by being absent and not doing the work. He ended the paragraph describing his sorry fate. Here are some prompts for your practice. If you practice this, you can acquire the skill. Thank you for being with us. See you in the next session.